Good day, traders. Hope you guys are good and welcome to this week's segment of our market breakdowns. Now, before I start, if you're new to this channel, please do me a favor. Kindly hit the subscribe button to join our family. Also like this video because it helps with the YouTube algorithm. While you're still at it, make sure that after this video, you click the link in the description that will lead you to our Telegram channel. Join that Telegram channel to see updates on the setups that we've shared on YouTube so that you can make profit for yourself. So without wasting any time, let's get right into it. We're going to start by looking at GBPCHF. And this is an update, but I wanted to start from the beginning. So as you can see, we're going to use the weekly as our main time frame, right? There's this supply over here. And then there's this demand over here. Okay. Okay. Reason why this demand, we're not going to consider it by now. You should know that it's too wiki. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a series that I uploaded on smart money concepts. So make sure that you check them out. Check those videos out after you're done watching this video. But yeah, it's too wiki, right? So we'll just identify this area as an area of liquidity. Fine. So after this, we had a reaccumulation, right? And this reaccumulation has resulted in a break of structure to confirm it, right? As it has broken structure, it's formed an order block. And this is the order block. Now, this order block will act as a demand area. So there are orders that are unfilled from this impulsive move to the upside, right? And also there's liquidity resting below this area. Okay, fine. So trend-wise, we're in a long-term uptrend approaching the supply area over here. Depending on what happens at the supply area, we can either get a break to the upside and invalidate the supply area, or the supply area will be strong enough to make price turn in the opposite direction. But for now, we are having this manipulation over here. And what I said will happen a few weeks ago, I said that, sorry guys, I said that the market will print a pattern that will tap into the orders here, tap into this demand area before going up. Why did I say this? This consolidation here means that there's a lot of liquidity resting below and above this area of support or resistance. So there are a lot of retail traders placing their buys and their sells on and here below and above these areas. So it creates an incentive for large institutions to manipulate those areas or manipulate price at those areas. If we do not get a movement to the downside, we can also get a breakout from this area over here, a retest and then a movement to the upside, by the way. But yeah, when you see manipulation or when you see a consolidation, you just know that there's an incentive for retail traders, for institutions, sorry, to tap into those retail traders and take them out, right? So this was my sentiment on GBPCHF. Let's go to lower time frame. All right. Now, as we move to the lower time frame, we see that we have a demand area right here. Right. Have a demand area over here that's nested within the higher time frame area. So if price was to go down, that's where we're going to have our buy limit. And then we also have our supply area over here, which the market recently retested. Let me change the color. And we have this demand area over here. So supply is in control and we're going to approach this area of demand. So as price goes down, this will be my first take profit. And this will be my second take profit, right? The coordinates, the exact coordinates will be shared on our paid VIP group. If you want more information on that, hit me up via Telegram, right? So This is our intermediate time frame where we derive profit targets. Let's go to the entry time frame, which is the 4-hour. I'm actually dropping a video this Thursday talking about time frames. So if you want to learn more about time frames, be sure to check that out. So we have this trend line over here that was formed, right? It's actually a bullish channel. Got broken through and the market is now retesting it. Now we're going to be using this area over here as our confirmation area. This area above here, so 1.26928 will be our stop loss, and then here it's going to be where we place our entry. Now it's very important that you guys note that because this is a counter trend movement, it's low probability, and generally I wouldn't advise you to trade counter trend opportunities. But if you're willing to take the risk on this trade, then this is a setup for you, right? I'm going to be using low lot sizes on this pair. But anyways, guys, where's my second? So yeah, anyways, guys, these are my sentiments on GBPCHF. Let's move on to another pair. Now we're on GBPAUD. In actual fact, a few weeks ago, we checked this out and we're already in a trade. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on what to expect. As you can see right here, the market made its way down from this supply area over here. I don't know if I should adjust this. Let me see if I could adjust this. Nah. But yeah, anyways, it's made its way down from the supply area over here. And from that other video, I did say that I anticipate the market to eventually break through this area of support, print a correction, and then move to the downside. So what can we expect on the daily chart? Let's move on to the daily chart. So as you can see, guys, we've been holding this position. It's actually more than 300 pips. Today it's on 417. So these are the amount of pips that we've been holding on this pair. Right now, we just have to wait for a breakout from this ascending trend line support, wait for the market to retest it as resistance, wait for correction, wait for some manipulation, and then take advantage of it. If you are in this position with me and you've been holding with me throughout, make sure that you don't close your positions. And this is an opportunity for those who are late in this position to jump in. So yeah, this is an update on GBPAUD. Let's go to GBPUSD. Also right here, it's an update. We got into this area of supply as we were anticipating 2 weeks ago, yeah, and we already got in our entry. So for those who are late into this trade, I just wanted to give you guys a setup for you to enter. And if you're already into this trade, this could be an opportunity for you to add positions. So here's the opportunity, guys. Just want to make this cleaner. Personally, I'd say wait for a trend line breakout. Wait for a trend line breakout and wait for a break of structure below this area. If you can get a break of structure from this area with a closed candlestick, right? Wait for the market to get an order block or some sort of supply demand pattern, and then there's the opportunity to enter. So what am I expecting to see? If the market continues going our way, I'm expecting to see a breakout correction and then a drop to the downside. As you can see right now, there's nothing we can do because it's literally a lower time frame demand versus a higher time frame supply. And we know that most of the times the higher time frame level always wins. So this is why I'm expecting a breakout to the downside. By the way, today's still Monday. the week, there's still a long week ahead of us. So all we need to do right now is just apply a bit of patience. But yeah, this is an opportunity to enter on GBPUSD. Let's move on to another pair. Right. Update on GBPUSD. We're going to start by the monthly, and I'm going to break it down till the daily. Right. This is our area of liquidity, or there's a demand area over here. So the market has gone up since hitting this demand area, and we've been breaking through structure. Right now we are at an area of liquidity. Let me adjust this real quick. Perfect. Area of liquidity. And in the previous analysis, I was expecting the market from this drop over here to tap in some of the orders here before going up. That didn't happen. Instead, what we got is the strong impulsive movement to the upside. This means the market wants to continue going up higher, right? So this is another area where I was expecting. I just want to highlight it, right? So I am expecting a movement to the upside. Already showed you guys my profit targets. Anyways, let's go to the weekly. And this is how we have it. Impulse, this was a correction, and now we're preparing for another impulse. Now the question should be, how do we enter into this impulsive movement? Now we have this break of structure over here. And normally after a break of structure, there's a retest to an order block. Okay. Now it's a matter of finding that order block, right? With order blocks or with imbalances, we know that we're looking for gaps. This is the gap that we should be looking for. So the market will tap into or fill in these orders before continuing to the upside. This is at least what we're expecting. Right? This is what I'm expecting to see. We have a break of structure, the market to find an order block here and then move to the upside. Right? These are my sentiments on GBPJPY. What should we expect on the daily? Wait a minute before. Here's an area of supply. Not a very good area because of the size of the wicks, but then considering other factors like the departure away, the time spent away should be decent enough, right? So I just wanted to highlight that. Yeah, we can now go to the daily. So two areas could be tested. This area over here, which is a high probability area. Or this area over here, which is a low probability area. So these are the two areas where I'm expecting the market to tap into. Area one, or the market to go for the discounted area, which is nested within a high time frame area. Area two, high probability, low probability. Let me just highlight this so that I can remind myself. High probability, discounted level, and also it's nested. Within a high time frame area. And then this area over here is low probability. Why? Because it's not nested within a high time frame area. Right. Let's move on to another pair. Now, if you've been following this pair with me, you will know that we've been expecting this movement for a while. We got on this break of structure over here, and the market formed an order block after breaking that structure. Now I'm expecting the market to retest that order block before continuing to the upside, right? So this will be our first take profit. This will be our first take profit. If it doesn't go into this area, then it's most likely going to go into this area, which for a lot of you guys could potentially cause a panic because it's going back to that area of break even for the third time. So another area of interest is obviously this demand over here. So if it doesn't respect this area, the second best area, right? There's equal lows, so there's liquidity resting here. Why are we bullish? Don't forget, guys. Market has been going up, down, up, down, up, down. That area that we were interested in is actually found, that discounted area is actually found within a higher time frame demand area. That's what makes it a higher probability area. Okay. So we're in a long-term uptrend. Recently, we hit this supply area over here, which is why the market is dropping. There's actually a supply area here, right? But we know that, okay, in the long run, we've established that this thing has to go up. Now, as the market went up with this impulsive move, it left a lot of unfilled orders, of which the market will try to fill some of them before going in the intended direction. So now, because the market failed to break below this area over here, meaning according to the rules of trends, it's respecting swing lows but violating swing highs. Because it hasn't violated the swing low here, the uptrend is still valid, right? So this is why I'm still holding on to the buy. But yeah, this is an update on EURJPY. Let's move on to another pair. Another pair that took off without us is AUDJPY. I'm going to be using a small piece of data. I'm not going to be analyzing everything because we already analyzed this pair. So there's this area of demand over here. All right. There's this area of liquidity over here. And I did indicate in the other videos that areas of liquidity act as magnets for price because price are attracted to this areas because of the amount of orders that are resting from retail traders. So there's incentive for price to push to those areas to take out those areas, to take out the retail orders. Now, it doesn't happen every time where you're going to find manipulation, but it's an area where you can at least expect it, right? There's also this area of supply over here. So now, from this, you can tell that we're creating new highs and new lows, and we already have this impulsive move to the upside. So after every impulsive move, what should you expect? A correction. Exactly. So we were supposed to catch this over here because there's a movement that I was expecting, but then we couldn't. We have this break of structure over here. No, this is an area of liquidity. It hasn't really clearly broken through, but you can see that there's liquidity over here. By the way, I dropped a video on liquidity crabs and how to identify them. The title of that video is Everything You Need to Know About Liquidity. So if you haven't checked it out, or if you still haven't grasped that concept, make sure that you check out that video. So yeah. Now there's an area of demand over here that hasn't been tested. Chances are, unless the market forms an order block here, If the market does not form an order block, it will come to this area over here, tap in a few orders, and then continue going up. This is if we don't form an order block, because as you can see, this candlestick looks like it wants to continue to the upside. So either this will happen, or we're going to find an order block here, and it's just going to retest it before continuing up. But one thing's for sure, we're expecting a movement to the upside. We just have to be patient with the opportunities. So what if the market goes back to this demand area over here? How is it going to look on the daily? Let's go to the daily chart right now. So as you can see, you have this break of structure, right? And we haven't gotten any retest to it. So the market has left orders here from the institutions. So if we do come all the way back to this area, this is where I'm going to expect my buys. Okay. And then this is weekly area. So yeah, there's also another area over here, which isn't a high probability area because of where it's located relative to the higher time frame supply area. Higher time frame demand area. But then because it's still in the daily, I think it will have some significance to it. So this is what I'm expecting for a scenario. Second scenario. Third scenario is that we form an order block from these candlesticks over here. So if you get a strong impulse movement to the upside, the market will retest this area over here, right? And that's when you can buy. Now let's move on to our final pair. Now this is an update on NZDCHF. As you can see right here, we've gotten a beautiful entry and we've moved to the upside. Now here's an order block that's formed right after we've gotten this break of structure. The market is reacting off of it. Now, this is actually where we're supposed to. I shared this setup on Telegram, and if you were able to catch it, kudos to you. But then if you weren't able to catch it, I think I might have an opportunity for you. So let's go on to a different chart so that I can show you where you can enter. So as you can see, break of structure, order block, and now it's reacting off of it. This is much more cleaner. Let's go to the 4 hour so that I can show you. Basically, I'm waiting for a break of structure from this area, of which I think we're getting. And after that, an order block has formed over here. Let me change the color. Now what I'm expecting to see is a push to the upside, end of day, retest on this, and then we can continue to the upside. So for now, you can place your, sorry about that. For now, you can place your limit orders at 0.65744. But then, yeah, guys, this is all I have for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this and hope you guys are patient enough or have been patient enough to hold some of the trades with us because we've been in profits. But yeah, there's a video, like I said, dropping on Thursday. So make sure that you keep a lookout for that. And thank you guys for watching till this point. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure that you drop a thumbs up. Subscribe if you still haven't. And we'll see each other again soon. For now, I'm heading out. Peace.